Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see how to incorporate a database with a Telegram chatbot. Integrating a database with a Telegram chatbot enhances its functionality by allowing it to store, retrieve, and manage user data. This enables dynamic interactions, personalized responses, and data persistence across sessions. What are the key steps for integrating this database? First, we'll choose a database. Which database we want to integrate with our Telegram chatbot? Here, I'll be choosing Firebase Firestore. And next, set up a database connection. We have standard libraries and all to connect the bot to the database. So we'll use those libraries. And next, we'll handle the user inputs and commands. How it's done? We'll process the messages given by the user and extract data from that messages. And we'll perform CRUD operations, which are create, read, update, and delete. Store and retrieve data dynamically. Now we'll store the data given by the user, and the user can get the data, retrieve the data by using certain commands. Next, ensure security and error handling. We'll use it by validating the inputs. In that case, there might be some errors in the validation of the inputs by the user. So we'll ask the user to enter the valid information. By incorporating the database, our Telegram bot will work more efficiently. Now let's see the code and how it's executed. Firstly, we'll import the required modules. That is Firebase admin. Sorry, Firebase admin FDK SDK. It is Firebase admin. It helps us to connect the Firestore for storing and retrieving the data. Node Telegram bot API. It enables interaction with the Telegram users request. It is used to fetch the weather data from an external API. Initializing Firebase. We'll initialize Firebase in the next steps. Here we'll use const service account equals to require. This is the key.json file which is generated private key from the Firebase console. How it's generated. Um, if we go to the Firebase console here and get started, then there's a project which I have previously created. Now go to that project. Now go to the project settings. There go to service accounts, and here in service accounts, you'll get an option of generate new private key. This is how you generate a new private key. This is the process you follow. Automatically, when you generate a new private key is generated, and I've named that as key.json. Now, setting up the Telegram bot. We have previously learned how to set up the Telegram bot. We enable polling mode, meaning the bot continuously listens for new messages. Now, handling user messages. The bot listens the messages from users. The message text is split into words for processing the commands. Handling commands. First, we'll see marks entry. Here we'll be entering the marks. So if new message equals to 0, marks entry. If the user types marks entry, the bot prompts them to enter the marks. If I type marks entry, then it will ask to enter the MPC marks. Then you can enter the marks one by one by insert subject marks. That is how, like, insert subject, you have to enter the subject name, then the marks got in that subject. Then after that, if you use the get command, you'll get the output from there. Here I have given key, data value, and user ID, what I should enter. And next, retrieving the stored marks. If you type the get, you will get the retrieved marks successfully. Next, fetching weather data. Along with this, we can also fetch the weather data. If the user types weather and city name, the bot fetches the weather data from the weather API. It is also connected to the weather API. For example, weather in some London, if you type, then you will get the weather in the London. It also stores weather request details, and handling invalid commands is also very important. It handles invalid commands if the message doesn't match any command, the bot sends an error message. First, for storing the marks, we have to create a collection, marks collection. How it's done? Go to the Firebase again. Here, if you see, here it is Firestore database is present. Now, if you go to the Firestore database, yeah, there you can see start collection. I have already created a collection. How it's done, I will show you. Start the collection. Here you have to give your collection ID, some random collection ID. Hello, something. It's your wish. Next, here auto ID can be generated and field, like suppose you have to give some name. Tell its name, and the name is a type string. If you have to enter another field, then change suppose some marks, then you go and change the data type like number and then value. For example, to understand, you will give some value to it and then you will save. If you want some other fields also, you can add some other fields also. This is how it works. Now we'll run our code using I've given this code sports.js, so I'll run it in the command prompt during node sports.js. After running it, compilation is done. This is our generated private key from the Firebase, which I have shown how it's done previously. Now, how it works. I'll show how it works in the Telegram. This is my created bot. Firstly, I entered, this is previous work. Okay. Firstly, I entered marks entry. If I enter marks entry, automatically it asks me to please enter marks MPC, means maths, physics, and chemistry. Here, I have inserted math 87. Like my maths marks is 87. I have inserted the data. Maths marks are stored successfully. Now I want to retrieve the data. So I used get command. Then I got math is to 87. Next, I've inserted physics marks. Then it told me that physics marks are stored successfully. Then I inserted chemistry. Then it showed me chemistry marks are stored successfully. Then I have inserted, asked it to get me. So it got me maths, chemistry, and physics, all the three marks. Then next, if I want to get the weather of some particular place, here I used Amlapuram. You can use some other place if you want weather. Bhimavaram. It gives me temperature in Amlapuram is 37.2 degrees Celsius. Like that, it will give the temperature of that particular places. Yeah. And this is how we'll incorporate a database. Incorporating our database will make our Telegram bot a powerful tool for managing user data, automating tasks, and delivering personalized experiences. So this is how we create a Telegram bot with Firebase. It's used for storing marks and fetching weather data. Thank you.